The news this week is obsessed with the polar vortex, that extreme Arctic cold that is blanketing the Midwest, as well as parts of the East Coast and the Southeast. Sure, we have seen a back and forth over the cause of the cold. President Trump even took to Twitter to talk about how the Midwest will see wind chills at 60 below zero and question whatever happened to global warming, prompting NOAA to tweet that extreme winter weather is not proof that global warming is a hoax. But let's not worry about that debate regarding climate change and whether you believe the overwhelming climate science proving the change. What can be done to combat further damage to our home planet? That's the question for another day. Today, we need to stay safe. While folks in Wisconsin, Minnesota, and North Dakota have dealt with extreme cold temperatures in the past, they are still seeing wind chills that are nearing the 60 degrees below zero, and that is what the president is talking about. And cities like Cleveland, Chicago, and Detroit haven't seen anything like this in decades. Schools have been closed in many areas for the rest of the week already. Municipal services like garbage collection won't happen for a few days, and in some cases, local businesses will have to shut their doors to protect their staff and their patrons. Here are the things to keep in mind in this blistering cold at 50 below wind chill. Frostbite can set in with at least 5 minutes. For some, that's just a simple walk to your car from work. This is especially concerning for the homeless populations in many of these cities. There are an estimated 16,000 homeless people in Chicago. And while the city has set up another 500 beds in the 160 shelters, it is still very dangerous. And don't forget about your furry friends. Minutes out in the cold can be disastrous for your dog or cat. So what should you do? Stay inside. But that isn't always an option. So if you go out, please bundle up, wear multiple layers, make sure the little skin is exposed to the extreme colds, and if you have to drive anywhere, make sure to keep the required supplies in your car. Blankets, flares, flashlight, and extra jackets are always a nice touch. It is easy to ignore the warnings of your local news stations, but this is actually very serious and cannot be taken lightly. So light a fire, curl up with a good book, turn on RT America, binge watch a new show after we're over, and spring will be here before you know it.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have tons of content for you just like this. For more of RT America's one-of-a-kind news and analysis, be sure to subscribe and never stop questioning more.